Louisville Metro Council is working to strengthen the Office of Inspector General here in Louisville. Inspector General Ed Harness has been vocal in the past few months, saying the Metro Police Department is not giving him the files he needs to complete investigations. WHAS 11's Bobby McSwine is joining us here tonight. And Bobby, you just spoke last month with Harness, and he said LMPD was cooperating. So what changed on this?
Well, Doug, Harness says that agreement is dependent on approval from Kentucky State Police, which his office has not gotten yet. It's also important to note that the amended ordinance was not discussed today because Metro Council members want to make further changes. An office created in the wake of Breonna Taylor's death is hoping an ordinance will strengthen its authority in investigating the Louisville Metro Police Department. For months, Inspector General Ed Harness has said he hasn't received the files he needs to conduct investigations, including body cam footage, unedited reports, and officer testimony.
Some of those things we have, but the things that we really need, we don't at this point.
Now, Metro Council is working on amending the 2-year-old ordinance that created the office. President David James says the Inspector General's purpose is to create transparency and accountability.
It's something that's desperately needed, and I think that's why the entire council voted unanimously for this.
Harness says the ordinance would do 3 key things. 1, specify that the Inspector General's office only focuses on LMPD administrative issues and not criminal. He says by focusing on policy mistakes, officers will be compelled to testify, as opposed to criminal matters in which officers can reserve the right to not incriminate themselves.
But in exchange for that compelled statement, it must be held confidential. So it can't be used in any other proceeding, and it can't be used for a criminal trial or investigation.
The second requires the Professional Standards Unit to give the Inspector General civilian complaints within 3 days. The third allows complete access to LMPD records and raw data.
You know, how many calls they go out on, how many times they use force, how many arrests are made, how many citations are issued.
But there would still be restrictions on records contained in the Criminal Justice Information System, the FBI's database. LMPD previously told WHAS those files are classified, and it's the reason they can't hand them over. Now, again, the amended ordinance was pulled from today's agenda as Metro Council members work on even more changes.
You've talked to Harness a lot over the last several months. Did he tell you what specific cases he's investigating right now and is lacking access to information at the moment?
Yeah, well, Doug, he did tell us last month that one of those cases is the shooting at Shawnee Park this summer. He also said he's looking at cases dating back to 2019. And David James today says there are 7 cases.